Today we will talk about Apple's new savings accounts and how scared the big banks are of Apple because of it. Apple is in the news again for threatening the big banks. This time they are offering a new bank product. Apple just introduced a new savings account. Anyone who keeps their money in their Apple savings account will receive a yield of 4.15% annually. According to Apple, their interest rate is 10 times higher than the average rate that most banks offer to their clients. To sweeten the deal, Apple's savings account has no fees, no minimum deposits, and no minimum balance requirements. So what's the catch? Well, to make an Apple savings account, you need to have an Apple Card. However, once you have one, you can set up your savings account through your Apple Wallet. Many are calling Apple's new savings account a threat to the big banks. And they might be right. The 4% interest Apple offers for their savings account is attractive to customers, especially the ones already hooked onto the Apple ecosystem. Now, there are other banks which offer higher interest rates than the 4.15% interest that Apple Savings is offering. Citibank offers 4.75%, Bread Saving offers 4.65%, while CFG Bank offers 5% interest on their money market accounts. However, many of these banks are smaller, regional to mid-sized banks. Think about it. Would customers trust a regional bank with limited bank branches that are virtually unknown outside of their home state compared to bigger banks like JP Morgan? Or would they trust a larger company like Apple, which is known worldwide, that has billions of dollars on hand ready to deploy at any moment? Don't forget, we're in a banking crisis where mid-sized regional banks are collapsing left, right, and center. Silicon Valley Bank, Signature Bank, Silvergate Bank, and more recently, First Republic Bank collapsed within the past few months. Other regional banks like PacWest Bank and Western Alliance Bank are rumored to collapse soon. Their share trading has already been halted because of dramatic falls in their stock price. In such a horrible banking climate, would anyone want to place their money in a high-interest savings account that's over 4% when there's a risk their money might go to zero in the event of a banking collapse? No. Apple's savings account reveal comes at a very dangerous time in the banking industry. Consumers would much rather place their money in Apple Savings more than other smaller banks. Apple's partnered with Goldman Sachs, which is one of the bigger banks as well. When someone deposits their money into Apple Savings, what they're actually doing is placing their money in a Goldman Sachs account, which is FDIC insured. But most importantly, their money would be kept in a too-big-to-fail bank. Any chance of losing their money is virtually zero. Besides, Apple has built up a lot of trust as a brand. Their MacBooks and iPhones may be overpriced for their specs, sure, but people still buy them. There's a strong brand loyalty to the Apple brand that is hard to see elsewhere. Perhaps that's why Apple's new savings account had almost $1 billion in deposits within its first 4 days, $990 million to be exact. It's important to note that other big banks also have a high-yield saving account. Ironically, Goldman Sachs, which is holding on to Apple Savings money for Apple, has a Marcus account that offers 3.9% returns. That's not that far off from what Apple is offering. Big banks are quite horrified by Apple's entry into the market. However, Apple has made its ambitions in the banking industry known for a while now. Apple launched Apple Pay in 2014, Apple Cash in 2017, and their Apple Card in 2019. They've also launched their Buy Now Pay Later service modeled after companies like Klarna and Affirm this year. Apple is trying to create an ecosystem where its users can use their products to pay for goods and services. This way, Apple users will have more of a reason to stick to Apple products rather than other ecosystems like Android or other banking products. It's easier to just stay within Apple's closed ecosystem bubble rather than venture out to unknown products or services. Having said all of that, Apple is not a bank. It doesn't have a banking license. That's why their Goldman Sachs partnership was essential. This works well for Goldman as well. The bank doesn't really have a digital wallet consumer product that they can leverage. By collaborating with Apple, they're gaining a lot of market share and new depositors. Apple is closer to a neobank rather than a traditional bank in that sense. Apple's primary competitors would be PayPal's Venmo or perhaps Block's Cash App, which allows users to send money digitally. There shouldn't be a reason for the larger traditional banks to fear Apple Pay, at least on the surface. However, the bigger banks are still wary of Apple. Last year in 2022, JP Morgan Chase's CEO, Jamie Dimon, said if you move money, hold money, manage money, and lend money, that's a bank. He said Apple may not have insured deposits, but it's a bank. Large tech companies have enormous resources in data and proprietary systems, all of which give them an extraordinary competitive advantage. To that end, Jamie Dimon has teamed up with other banks to fight Apple. JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, and Bank of America have all come together to create a digital wallet to fight off the threat of Apple Pay. The digital wallet's name is Zelle. According to Cornerstone Advisors, nearly 34% of Gen Zers and millennials use Zelle. That's higher than the 32% using Apple Pay, and both Zelle and Apple Pay usage are dwarfed by other more popular apps like Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. Aside from Apple Savings, Apple Pay has been a key offering within Apple's suite of banking services. Apple Pay is a way to pay by tapping your phone against an NFC-capable payment terminal. Not all businesses have their terminal. This means not everyone accepts Apple Pay. Walmart, one of the biggest stores in the US, does not accept Apple Pay on principle. They don't want their shoppers to use Apple Pay at all, asking Walmart customers to pay using Walmart Pay instead, which is an Apple Pay competitor. Walmart's thought process is, why would they allow Apple to take their right to process their customers' money when they can take these new digital wallet customers for themselves? Walmart wants people to keep their money in Walmart Pay's mobile wallets and not Apple's. Many larger stores have chosen not to accept Apple Pay, making its adoption difficult. Kroger used to do this too with their Kroger Pay, but backed down by offering Apple Pay options at select stores. Stores like Home Depot will not accept Apple Pay. Home Depot used to accept Apple Pay, but since they partnered with PayPal, they only accept money from PayPal wallets as part of the contract. Sam's Club doesn't accept Apple Pay because of the high transaction fees that Apple charges compared to other companies with contactless payments. Many other payment processing companies are fighting back against Apple Pay. So far, every single payment processor and large bank believe Apple is a threat. All of them are doing everything they can to carve out and maintain their customer base in the digital wallet space. Apple's journey to replace the wallet is far from over. Thank you for watching. If you liked what you see, subscribe to the channel so I can continue making videos like this one. It would also help me reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month.